Have you ever considered the implications of combining essential human traits with a dark personality? The outcome can be nothing less than catastrophic. Dark empaths embody this combination and are often referred to as the most dangerous personalities. However, distinguishing between a dark empath and a narcissist is crucial, and our video today will provide you with the clarity needed to do so. Don't miss out on gaining a better understanding of the dark empath's nature. And before we get into this video, make sure to like and subscribe the Human Mind Project. Let's go. Psychologists have made a startling discovery in 2020. The existence of a toxic trait. It might surprise you to learn that almost 1/5 of participants in a recent study ranked as dark empaths. And this insidious trait is on the rise. Dark empathy is linked to the infamous dark triad of personality traits. What is the dark triad, you might ask? It's narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. But it's even more dangerous because unlike narcissists, dark empaths can manipulate people while appearing empathetic. They're experts at creating a sense of emotional safety, making it difficult to detect their harmful behavior. Even though the idea of a dark empath is not acknowledged as a recognized mental health diagnosis, it offers a helpful framework for comprehending those who engage in antisocial actions, while yet having some empathy. By acknowledging the occurrence of this phenomenon, the harm that people with these traits might be able to cause. According to research using the respected Big Five personality trait model, these individuals tend to be extroverted, agreeable, and neurotic. While this may not immediately sound like a recipe for disaster, the truth is those dark empaths can be very damaging to those around them. Human behavior can be complex and contradictory, as seen in the contrasting aspects of empathy and manipulation. While empathy involves caring and experiencing the emotions of others, manipulation entails taking advantage of them for selfish reasons. The concept of a dark empath is a fascinating one, as it describes individuals who possess empathetic abilities but use them for personal gain. In comparison to narcissists, dark empaths are often overlooked and misunderstood. By exploring their traits, behaviors, and motivations, we can gain valuable insights into their fundamental differences. Considering these distinctions can help us understand the importance of empathy and avoid the pitfalls of manipulation. Number 1, empathy, the foundation of connection and understanding. In today's fast-paced world, empathy is the key to unlocking the meaningful connections that we so desperately crave. It is the ability to not only recognize and understand the emotions of others, but also to share in them, creating a deep and powerful bond. Without empathy, relationships become shallow and insincere. Through empathy, we can establish a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and understanding. We become attuned to experiences and needs of others, guiding us to show compassion and support rather than distance and misunderstanding. As their name implies, dark empaths possess the power of empathy, yet unlike true empaths who wield this gift for the benefit of others, dark empaths are suspected of wielding it for their own gain. This distinguishing factor separates them from individuals who truly endeavor to comprehend and assist others. It's critical to avoid being lured in by their manipulative ways, since dark paths are only looking after themselves, not you. Number 2, narcissism, self-centeredness, and lack of empathy. On the other hand, it cannot be denied that narcissism, specifically narcissistic personality disorder, is a dangerous trait that is marked by an inflated sense of self-worth, a persistent craving for adoration, and a lack of concern for others. Narcissists are consumed with their self-interests, refusing to acknowledge the emotions and necessities of those around them. The negative effects of narcissism on friendships, relationships, and work performance are well documented, and we must take steps to combat this destructive behavior. The disparities between empaths and narcissists are striking. While empaths devote their time to empathizing with others and sharing their emotions, the latter exhibit a deficient amount of empathy. Narcissists resort to exploiting or manipulating individuals to satiate their egos and assert their perceived superiority. To boost their false sense of self-importance, narcissists often exaggerate their accomplishments and constantly seek validation and praise from others. Number 3, the dark empath, exploring the ambiguity. We cannot deny the concept of a dark empath is not yet fully acknowledged in the psychological literature, but it is highly visible in popular culture and alternative belief systems. This gives us a reasonable basis to believe that individuals with empathetic abilities can use them in ways that are not beneficial to others, leading to manipulation and harm. Dark empaths create a paradoxical situation with their abilities to empathize with others while simultaneously attempting to manipulate them. Empaths with pure intentions aim to lessen pain and enhance happiness, whereas dark empaths use their knowledge of people's emotions to satisfy their selfish desires. It's important to acknowledge this conflict and act accordingly when dealing with dark empaths. Number 4, contrasting traits and behaviors. Here we'll look at the emotional connection versus emotional manipulation. Between genuine emotional connection and deceptive emotional manipulation is a crucial decision for empaths. Empaths prioritize fostering meaningful relationships and offering sincere support to others. However, dark empaths cunningly leverage their emotional intelligence to manipulate and take advantage of others, benefiting themselves at the expense of their victims. Number 1, altruism versus self-centeredness. If you want to be someone who truly cares about other people, then being an empath is the way. Empaths have an extraordinary sense of empathy that drives them to help others and make a positive impact. When compared, those who are narcissistic tend to focus solely on their wants and needs, disregarding the feelings and well-being of those around them. Being empathetic is the trait that leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life, while narcissism ultimately leads to selfishness and isolation. Authenticity versus deception. It is well known that genuinely displaying emotions and being authentic are essential characteristics for empaths, as these build trust and foster openness in relationships. Unfortunately, narcissists resort to manipulation and deceit to maintain their perceived sense of superiority and control those around them, which is detrimental to healthy and meaningful connections. Therefore, it is crucial to embrace empathy and authenticity in interactions, as these traits enrich our bonds with others and strengthen our relationships. Motivations and intentions. Empaths are driven by a desire to alleviate suffering and promote the welfare of others. They genuinely care about the well-being of those around them. As opposed, narcissists are primarily motivated by self-enhancement and self-aggrandizement, seeking external validation and admiration to bolster their fragile self-esteem. Through the idea of a dark empath is not widely accepted nor explored. Drawing a comparison with narcissism can shed light on the core disparities between empathy and manipulation. Traditional empaths demonstrate empathy as a tool for kindness, bonding, and comprehension. However, narcissism conveys egocentricity, an absence of empathy and manipulative behaviors. By delving into these differing beliefs, we can truly comprehend the value of authentic empathy while acknowledging the deleterious aftermaths of self-centeredness and manipulation in human connections. Undoubtedly, examining the difference between a dark empath and a narcissist demonstrates the contrasting sides of empathy and manipulation in human behavior. While empathy represents a crucial foundation for building relationships, understanding and support, Manipulation reflects the self-serving motives of those who are willing to exploit others to achieve their goals. By scrutinizing the traits, behaviors, motivations, and intentions of dark empaths and narcissists, we can gain a deeper understanding of the stark differences between genuine empathy and manipulative tendencies that can be harmful to us. We must recognize these distinctions to foster healthy and compassionate relationships while protecting ourselves against the potential harm that can arise from manipulative individuals. Ultimately, authentic empathy has the potential to create positive connections, support emotional well being, and contribute to the growth of individuals and communities. If you found this valuable, don't hesitate to subscribe and receive more inspiring content like this from the Human Mind Project. Until then, see you on the next video.